First contact and discovery. The grand observatory aboard the Xerian flagship Celestial Dominance hummed with activity as technicians scurried between holographic displays. Supreme Commander Zix stood motionless, his four eyes fixed on the main projection showing the galactic map. The Xerian Empire had conquered over 800 star systems, bringing their superior culture and technology to countless primitive species. Their blue-scaled skin and crystalline technology were recognized and feared across known space. Another successful integration. Supreme Commander, announced Science Director Vela, her voice melodic as she approached. The beings of Proxima Centauri have accepted our guidance. Their resources now flow into our networks. Zix nodded, satisfaction evident in his posture. As expected, the universe requires order, and we Xerians are destined to provide it. Our ancestors were the first to reach the stars, the first to understand space-time manipulation. It is only right that we guide lesser species. An alert chimed through the observatory, causing several technicians to freeze at their stations. A young analyst named Thal approached hesitantly, his lower arms trembling. Supreme Commander, we've detected an anomalous signal from Sector 47X, a supposedly dead system. Zix turned slowly. Elaborate. The signal doesn't match any known communication pattern. It's extremely complex, possibly a data packet or activation code. It's coming from the third planet of a yellow star. According to our archives, that system was deemed uninhabitable after stellar radiation events millennia ago. Vela stepped forward, curiosity overtaking protocol. Show me. The holographic display shifted to reveal a small blue planet, scared by ancient impacts but still bearing oceans and atmosphere. Streams of data flowed beneath the image, encrypted signals unlike anything in the Xerian Codex. It's called Earth, Thal said. Historical records indicate primitive bipedal life forms once existed there, but they never achieved spaceflight. They destroyed themselves in tribal conflicts before reaching technological maturity. Zix studied the data flow with growing interest. These signal patterns suggest otherwise. No primitive species could produce such complexity. He straightened to his full height, decision made. Prepare a research expedition. I will lead it personally. 3 cycles later, a fleet of 7 Xerian vessels approached Earth's orbit. The scanners revealed a planet recovering from ancient devastation, forests reclaiming cities, oceans purifying themselves, and mountain ranges concealing strange energy signatures. Whatever civilization existed here was impressive, Vela noted as they studied preliminary scans. Their architectural remnants suggest advanced material science, even by our standards. Zix ordered landing parties to investigate the strongest energy signatures. He accompanied the primary team to a location hidden beneath a mountain range on the northern continent. Using phase disruptors, they opened a path through solid rock until they reached a seamless metal door of unfamiliar composition. Interesting, Vela said, running instruments over the surface. This alloy contains elements not present on our periodic table. It's self-repairing at the molecular level. After hours of careful work, they managed to open the ancient door. Cool air rushed out from a perfectly preserved chamber. Inside, they found no dust, no decay, only sleek corridors lined with dark panels that illuminated as they approached. Motion-sensitive after thousands of years, Thol whispered. Remarkable engineering. The central chamber contained a circular console surrounding a spherical holographic projector. When Zix approached, the sphere flickered to life, displaying symbols that scrolled too quickly to interpret. It's scanning us, Vela realized too late. The lights shifted from ambient blue to harsh red. A voice spoke in an unknown language, its tone neutral but unmistakably artificial. The translation matrices in their suits struggled before producing. Unauthorized biological entities detected. Security protocols engage. Identification required. Zix stepped forward. I am Supreme Commander Zix of the Xerian Empire, ruler of 800 star systems. We come seeking knowledge. The sphere pulsed once. Species identified. Axirian. Status. Level 3 civilization. Quantum efficiency. Suboptimal. Threat assessment. Moderate. Purpose of intrusion. The Axirians exchanged shocked glances. Their civilization was categorized as Level 3, a designation they themselves used for species just beginning to explore their home systems. "We are the most advanced species in the galaxy," Zix declared, pride wounded. "Who created this facility?" The holographic sphere expanded, displaying an image of a bipedal creature. 2 arms, 2 legs, small sensory organs clustered on a rounded head. This facility is a Class C monitoring station of the Terran Defense Network, created by humans of Earth, stewards of the Sol system and architects of the Galactic Preservation Protocol. Vela stepped forward. "Impossible. Humans never achieved interstellar capabilities. They destroyed themselves in primitive conflicts." The AI paused, as if considering. Historical correction. Humans achieved Kardashev Type 2 status approximately 15,000 local years ago. Following the Proxima War, humanity initiated the Genesis Protocol, entering dormancy while the galaxy stabilized. The floor beneath them suddenly illuminated, revealing transparent sections looking down into massive chambers below. The Axirians gasped collectively at what they saw. Enormous ships, weapons platforms, and suspended animation chambers stretching for kilometers in every direction. "This is merely a caretaker outpost," the AI continued. "Your intrusion has been logged. Warning: further unauthorized access will trigger defensive measures." Before Zix could respond, secondary systems throughout the chamber activated. Panels slid open in the walls, revealing humanoid figures made of flowing metal. They moved with liquid grace, surrounding the Axirian team. "Guardians," the AI explained. "They will escort you to the surface. This facility is now initiating Revival Sequence Alpha. You have 48 hours to evacuate the Sol system." Zix stood his ground. "We do not take orders from machines. The Axirian Empire." His words died as one Guardian raised its hand. The commander's neural implants shut down instantly, causing him to stagger. All around the chamber, the Axirian team experienced the same effect. Their advanced technology rendered useless by a simple gesture. "Your technology derives from fragments of Terran systems discovered on abandoned outposts," the AI stated. "Humans created the foundation for your science millennia before your species achieved sentience. Please do not mistake reverse engineering for innovation." As they were escorted back to the surface, the mountain itself began to transform. Metal structures emerged from beneath rock and soil, forming towering spires that reached toward the sky. Similar structures appeared across the planet, rising from oceans, deserts, and ice caps. A planetary network awakening after thousands of years of dormancy. Aboard the Celestial Dominance, Communications Officer Lyra detected transmissions spreading outward from Earth to the outer planets, then to distant stars. Whatever the humans had built, it extended far beyond this single world. "Supreme Commander," she reported when Zix returned, shaken from his experience. "We're detecting energy signatures activating throughout this system. Something on the gas giant Jupiter just came online. It's massive." On the main screen, they watched as structures emerged from Jupiter's swirling clouds. Artificial rings stabilizing into a massive shipyard larger than anything the Axirians had ever constructed. "The Genesis Protocol," Vela whispered. "It wasn't a myth. Ancient legends spoke of a precursor race that had once ruled the galaxy with wisdom and restraint before vanishing mysteriously. The Axirians had dismissed these stories as primitive superstition from conquered worlds. Now they faced the possibility that humans, creatures they had considered insignificant, were that legendary species. As the Earth continued its transformation, signals from the awakening network spread to the stars. Whatever humanity had been preparing for, whatever had caused them to hide away their civilization, was about to be revealed. And the Axirian Empire suddenly found itself not at the apex of galactic civilization, but merely standing in the shadow of giants who were beginning to awaken. Part 2. Awakening and Revelation. The Xerian fleet maintained a cautious distance as Earth continued its metamorphosis. Within 24 hours, the planet had become unrecognizable. Ancient cities rising from beneath the soil, oceans parting to reveal submerged installations, and the atmosphere itself shimmering with protective energy fields. Supreme Commander Zix paced the command deck of the Celestial Dominance, his pride wounded but his scientific curiosity inflamed. 3 additional Xerian battle cruisers had arrived, bringing their fleet to 10 vessels, a formidable force by galactic standards, but increasingly insignificant against what they were witnessing. The human facilities on Jupiter have launched construction drones, reported Fleet Observer Nexus, monitoring the feeds from their long-range sensors. They're assembling something at the Lagrange point between Jupiter and its moon Europa. Science Director Vela, still processing the revelations from the Earth facility, study the energy readings with growing concern. Whatever they're building, it's drawing power directly from Jupiter's core. The energy consumption exceeds our Empire's total output by a factor of 50. Zix stopped pacing. Open a channel to the Earth facility. I wish to speak with this AI again. The communication attempt received an immediate response. The holographic projector at the center of the command deck formed the image of a humanoid figure, not the abstract sphere from before, but a representation of a human male with gray hair and composed features. I am Atlas, Administrative Intelligence of the Terran Defense Network, the figure announced. The Genesis protocol continues as scheduled. Your presence is noted but not required. Xerian vessels. Zix stepped forward. We demand explanation. If humans were as advanced as you claim, why did they disappear? Why abandon the galaxy to lesser species? Atlas' expression remained neutral. Humans did not disappear, Commander Zix. They withdrew. There is a significant difference. Withdrew from what? Vela interjected. From the War of Extinction. The AI's image shifted, displaying scenes of devastating conflict. Planets shattered, stars collapsing, and strange angular ships unleashing weapons that defied comprehension. Approximately 15,273 years ago, humanity encountered a threat from beyond the galactic rim. Non-biological entities we designated as harvesters, beings that consumed civilizations for their computational potential. The command deck fell silent as the Xerians watched the historical record unfold. The images showed humans fighting with technologies far beyond Xerian understanding. Weapons that manipulated gravity, ships that phased through solid matter, and energy weapons that targeted specific dimensions of space-time. Humanity stood alone, Atlas continued. We fought for 3 centuries, losing colony after colony, system after system. When Earth itself was threatened, the Preservation Council enacted the Genesis Protocol, a multi-phase plan to ensure human survival while denying the harvesters their prize. The display shifted again, showing massive evacuation fleets and the construction of hidden facilities throughout the galaxy. Most of humanity entered suspended animation in shielded habitats beyond detection. Earth and other core worlds were disguised as failed civilizations. Automated systems were programmed to monitor for the harvester's return while allowing natural evolution to continue. The plan worked. The harvesters eventually departed our galaxy, believing all advanced consciousness had been eliminated. Vela stepped closer to the hologram. Why not emerge after they left? Why sleep for 15,000 years? The harvesters operate on a cycle. They return approximately every 20,000 years to harvest developed civilizations. Humanity's models predicted they would return in approximately 5,000 years from now. The Genesis Protocol included allowing and subtly guiding younger species to develop, creating a united galactic community before the next harvester cycle. Zix's mandibles clicked in agitation. You're claiming that our entire civilization, all Xerian achievements, were part of your experiment. Atlas regarded him calmly. Not an experiment. A nursery. Humanity knew that facing the harvesters would require many allied species, each bringing unique perspectives and adaptations. The Exyrians were among 17 species identified with particular potential. Your natural affinity for crystalline technology was complemented by strategic placement of Terran artifacts within your developmental reach. The revelation struck the command crew like a physical blow. Their entire civilization's proudest achievements had been guided, their discovery of faster-than-light travel the result of conveniently placed human technology. Before Zix could respond, alarms blared throughout the ship. On Jupiter, the construction project had completed, revealing a massive ring structure that now pulsed with energy. "What is happening?" demanded Zix. "The awakening continues," Atlas replied. "The Jupiter Gate is reestablishing connection with the network." The ring structure ignited with blue-white energy, forming a stable portal nearly 2,000 kilometers in diameter. Through this massive gateway came ships, vessels of gleaming silver and blue, their designs both elegant and formidable. Thousands emerged in perfect formation, each larger than the biggest Exyrian dreadnought. "The first fleet returns," Atlas announced with what almost seemed like satisfaction. The human vanguard. As the fleet arranged itself around Jupiter, a signal reached the Exyrian vessels. A new face appeared on their screens, not an AI this time, but a living human woman with dark skin and commanding presence. "This is Fleet Admiral Chen of the Terran Defense Force," she announced. "I extend greetings to the Exyrian Empire. Your presence during our reemergence is fortuitous. We have much to discuss." Zix, struggling to maintain composure before this unexpected development, responded with as much dignity as he could muster. "You've been in suspended animation for 15 millennia, while watching over us like children." Admiral Chen nodded. "Some of us remained awake in rotating shifts, monitoring from hidden outposts. Others slept. We are 8 billion strong, Commander preserved across 100 secret installations. And now we return because time grows short. The Harvester Vanguard has been detected at the galaxy's edge, arriving far earlier than our models predicted." The command deck erupted in concerned whispers. Vela stepped forward. "These harvesters, if they defeated your advanced civilization before, what hope do any of us have now?" "More than before," Admiral Chen replied. "Humanity fought alone last time. This time, we have 17 spacefaring civilizations to stand with us, the Exyrians among them. Your crystalline technology, combined with ESIC bioengineering, Trellan psychics, and other species-unique developments, create possibilities we never had before." Another alert sounded as more gates activated throughout the solar system. From Saturn, Neptune, and even distant Pluto, additional human fleets emerged. "The Genesis Protocol was never about hiding forever," Chen explained. "It was about creating the conditions for ultimate victory. Your civilizations were given time to develop your own paths, to create innovations we might never have conceived. Now, we need those innovations. The Exyrian crystalline communication network might be the key to countering harvester infiltration tactics." Zix found himself speechless. His people, his mighty empire, had just been reduced to one component of someone else's grand strategy. Yet he could not deny the magnificence of what unfolded before him, nor the evidence of humanity's technological superiority. "Why should we join you?" he finally asked. "Why not simply save ourselves?" Admiral Chen's expression softened slightly. "Because the harvesters consume all advanced life eventually. Because fighting together offers better odds than fighting alone. And because humanity, for all its power, recognizes that we cannot and should not face this alone. We need your perspective, your innovation, your courage." She gestured, and a new set of images appeared, detailed scans of the approaching harvester fleet, already consuming outlying systems at the galaxy's edge. 3 months, she said gravely. "That's how long before their main force arrives. Will the Exyrian Empire stand with humanity, or will you face the harvesters alone when they come for your worlds?" Zix looked to his officers, seeing the fear but also determination in their postures. For all the shock of discovery, for all the wound to their pride, there was also something else awakening, a sense of purpose larger than imperial ambition. "The Exyrian Empire does not bow," he said firmly, "but we can stand alongside worthy allies. If what you say is true, if these harvesters threaten all advanced life, then we will join your coalition." Admiral Chen nodded with approval. "Representatives from all 17 species are being contacted as we speak. In one standard week, we will convene aboard our command ship Prometheus to share all we know about the enemy and begin integrating our technologies." As the transmission ended, Zix turned to gaze at the transformed Earth on their main screen. What they had thought was a dead world had become the center of the galaxy's greatest revelation. The Exyrians were not the pinnacle of evolution, not the first to reach the stars, but perhaps they could be part of something greater than an empire. Perhaps they could be part of salvation. "Send word to the imperial capital," he ordered. "All scientific divisions, all military assets, everything we have must be prepared. We thought we were conquerors of the galaxy, but it seems we were being prepared for a greater battle all along." As the human fleets continued to emerge from hidden gates throughout the Sol system, Zix watched with a mixture of humility and determination. The Exyrian Empire had claimed the galaxy, only to discover they were living in the shadow of humanity's forgotten legacy. Now that legacy had awakened, and with it, a war for the survival of all conscious life in the galaxy was about to begin.